There it is, a Solo X Enclosure from Kicker. Todd got it. It's Friday. I'm here to have fun. Q&A, live Friday, the normal stuff. So make sure you guys hang out. And by the way, I don't know, smash the like. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Oh my god, what's happening?
Okay. Really kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Test, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Shannon, congratulations on winning the 50% off discount code this Tuesday. And everybody else that won, man, that was awesome. Love you guys so much. Hello, hello, hello. Here we go. Green team. Green team engage.
Green team.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hear a little bit of an echo, and I don't know why I hear an echo. Just a little bit of an echo. Can you hear the echo? Hello, hello. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me take a look here. What is going on? Because I hear a little bit of a background here. Let me turn this down here. Nope, that's for that. Let me turn this off here. Yeah, see, it's on the system. Okay. So that's weird. I'll just turn that off for now, but I don't think I'll be able to hear any of the sounds. Yeah, I won't be able to hear any of the sounds, but you guys will. But that's fine for now. I'll have to fix that echo later. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's Friday, and man, we had a little special kickoff here from Mr. El Fuego with a $10 super chat. You know I love Living Loud with Andy and all the chat crew. This has been a week of Mondays for me, so please hit me with the Friday song. Thank you so much, El Fuego. Appreciate you guys tuning in and all your support, and hope you guys have been well, man. Appreciate you, El Fuego. And Bobby, did you look at it? Did you look at it, Bobby? Thank you, Todd, for sending me this photo of his new solo Xbox from Kicker for an L7X12. And there is Double E gifting memberships for the green team.
Yeah, you turned down for what?
And thank you for making us look at it, by the way.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You gotta look at it this way, okay? You just gotta look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
I don't know why it's saying object, 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 but I appreciate you, Double E. Thank you for gifting 5 green team members. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for tuning into the show. How is everybody's Friday going, man? Just let me know what you guys are working on, car audio wise, anything, man. CAE, thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you've been well too, sir, man. And just keep up doing what you do, man. Cornut, there's Cornut. There he is. There he is. You know, I love hearing all the background music, and it's kind of driving me nuts. I need to figure it out. I mean, this is Friday. This is what we do. We're here just to kick back, relax. Yeah, and I hear a little bit of an echo there. Let me take a look at this. I need to look at it. All right, we got audio capture. That's what it is. I figured it out. Let me turn... Yeah, I hear that. It's from here. There it is. Let me turn this down. Ah, it's gone. Yes! I figured it out, but... on the live show, no problems. Never a problem. I was getting ready for bringing a guest on, messing with the audio stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of switches here, so we have to figure that out beforehand. And there is Cornut kicking it off early, man.
Cornut. He does traveling installs.
Thank you so much, Cornut, and that's so much better with the audio, because then I'm with you guys on the stream. Cornut, appreciate all that you do, coming in the caboose, tuning in, and Cornut is going to the Kicker show on May 17th. I am unfortunately not going, but I know a lot of people are, so make sure you just head out to Stillwater to check out their very first SQ show, and I'm sure it's going to be a yearly thing. You hear that, Ernie? Get ready. Get ready. Oh, would you look at that? There's Todd, Kicker for the win. Oh, man, you know, and that box is beautiful. Just look at it. And, you know, I was checking on the Kicker website. They don't have it on there yet, but you can get it. It is online from dealers and stuff. But, dude, just look at that box. It's beautiful inside. It's just like a Kicker quad box, but for a single L7X12. And the bracing, just look at the bracing. Birch, tuned low enough, man. Tuned low enough. Thank you so much, Todd. Appreciate you. Hope you've been well. And everybody, how was your week? Please let me know. And Tuesday's show was a little rocky here and there. We have our hiccups, but we managed through it. And I feel like, you know, just with that topic, there was so much. And you know me, man. Whenever one thing goes bad, I'm like, oh, no, I can't do it. I quit. And he knows that sometimes you just got to step back and look at it. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Just look at it. You know, we're going to look at it.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
You know, that's all you can do. Whenever in doubt, just look at it. Thank you, William. Appreciate you, man. And thank you all that you do. William, NGA. Let's see if we can get the camera down here enough. I know, my Kicker sticker, I know it's fallen off, but it's not great for that computer. NGA, that is William Berg right there. Wireless bass knobs, all kind of stuff, man. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with me here tonight. Hope you've been well, buddy. There's Shoop Dog. Look at that Friday night with Andy. Miss you, man. Hope you guys been well. I will be on the after party, so I know Shoot Dog always likes to hang out there. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, you got to look at it. That's all you can do. You just got to look at it. Frank, let's do another Living Loud with Andy Friday. Appreciate you, man. And yeah, you gotta let me, I gotta charge my phone because my phone's starting to die here. You gotta let me know when you want me to meet up with you on one of these weekends. I know next weekend I'm free this weekend. Next weekend I got a film for Kicking with Andy on Saturday, and Sunday I'm going to a mecha show, so there is that. But yes, just let me know when we can, you know, meet up so I can give you that kicker amphitheater, man. It's just sitting over here. I got two of them. I got two of them over here. They're the older IK and ZK models, non-Bluetooth. And then over to the right, we have, sorry, camera's shaking there. We have the Bluetooth version. I'm giving you the Bluetooth version. They're just nicer. It's a little bit easier to use. So let me know when we can meet up. And thank you for tuning in again, man. Shannon, appreciate you for hanging out. Hope you've been well, man. And I will be sending you that email tonight, either after the Discord or before, probably after the Discord here. I will send you that. But thank you for verifying your email. That's what I do. Anytime you win the 50% off discount code, you work through me. I verify your email, and then I send you the code. We don't want to send the code to a bot. You know, we try to use the Rigomatic 3000 to skim through the bots, but sometimes it's not perfect. So there is that. But yes, I will be getting with you. Thank you for tuning in. Green team. We got to play the green team just one more time. We got to look at it.
Team.
Thank you, Garrick, for tuning in. Appreciate you for your dedication and for just hanging out with us. Hope you guys have all been well. Let me make sure YouTube is up on there. Okay, cool. So we got Kyle in the background. Shannon. Nice. That is cool how that kind of shows me who's on there commenting. That's cool. Dub Team, DMD. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Is anybody watching on Facebook? You guys got to look at it. My goodness, do I have to share it? Maybe I got to share it or something. Let me just share it. No one's looking at Facebook. Oh, we got 3 viewers on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, say hi. Say something. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Love you. Let's see, William. Howdy, everyone. What is going on, Adam? Thank you for working it out with Soda. I've been trying so hard to just communicate with everybody, and it's impossible. And I'm like, content ideas, what am I going to do? And, you know, just family stuff. So we survive. We do. Kayla was mowing some grass today. Breaking some lawnmowers. I was fixing some other ones. We had some fun today. How was your guys' Friday? Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? There's Frank, and he's throwing the pennies.
I got pennies.
Well, that's right. I forgot. You were asking me about the Mecha Show on May 18th, the day after the Kicker Show, because I was like, listen, if I'm going to the Kicker Show, I'm not going to make the Mecha Show. Well, I'm not going to make the Kicker Show, so I'm going to go to the Mecha Show and compete with Cookie Monster again, get more points. And that is that Sunday. So I will just, if you are going there, I will just bring it to you there and get to meet you in person. And that will be awesome, man. I want to film more so at the Mecha shows. You know, I don't want to come in there like that YouTuber guy, you know, like putting a camera in people's faces and stuff. But at the same time, you know, to just see the shows, and you can go live, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I go live enough. But thank you so much, Frank. And again, congratulations on winning that 10K giveaway. I mean, the amphitheaters are awesome, man. And I found a website that had, you know, randomly, you know, they have some on there, and they got some more too. And for a song, so I'm like just stacking these things up just in case. And I'm like, okay, I have one too many. I have one too many. Not enough, actually. Thank you so much, Frank, and that will work out good. I do wonder why that did not come through. That object. I gotta look at that. What was that? There's Garrick. Been a Green Team member for 15 months. Thank you, Garrick. Where is he at? I don't see it. It literally doesn't say anything. It just says sent 5 stars. I know I was messing with some things today. I don't know why I did that. That's kind of crazy. I'll go take a look at it. I will take a look at it, and thank you for donating. LOL Solo Xbox. Yes. Yes. Kyle says my HHR broke. No, not the HHR, the her. That's what Sparked Innovations uses in there. That's like that's Ed's car, man. And he made the HHR cool. So that's awesome. Thank you, Josh Hoover, for liking on Facebook. Appreciate you. If you're on Living Loud with Andy on Facebook, not my personal profile, the page, you will, if you like it, it will pop it up there. It is pretty cool. So thank you so much, Josh Hoover. Appreciate you. And there is Garrick, and he said, would you just look at it?
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
Man, talk about Eds, 2 Eds back to back. Garrick, appreciate you. I got new custom-made speaker grills coming for Parazinator next week. Unboxing video coming. Awesome, man. You know, just speaker pods, custom doors, you know, you got different levels of doing doors, you know, just replacing your stock speakers to adding more speaker locations. It gets kind of crazy. So whenever you can do something where it's, I just got to cut a little bit of plastic here, mount this here, and put a speaker in, and it looks good, and it's literally flush to your car. I've seen guys, I've done it too, you know, just cutting a hole and putting a speaker in, and then it's like kind of sticking out on the sides. It doesn't look great. It's not, you know, flush on the speaker. It's not flush on the door panel. So when you have something like that, it makes the build look complete. So thank you so much, and keep up the content that you're doing, Garrick, and man, just thank you so much. And by the way, I read all the comments here. I know I actually had somebody say, I see you only reading super chats. No, I just try to read all the comments, and then people just been super chatting a lot recently, which helps the channel. So thank you guys. I keep everything separate for this channel with the expenses that I put into it. And, you know, so thank you so much. Appreciate you. Really do. Oh, man, that kicker is kicking in the background. Thank you, Eric N, for sending 99 stars. Look at that. That worked. That worked. I love it. I heard it, too. I can't throw it up here, but I can throw it up right. Well, it's already up there. Oh, look at that. Steve Irby has liked the show. Thank you for tuning in, Steve Irby. Love you. And thank you for keeping Kicker kicking, man. Can't say that enough. And thank you for the stars. $1 worth of stars.
Because we don't want you to blow it up. So turn the gain down, Andy.
Man, I try to listen, Joe, but, you know, for some reason, I don't know, like that gain likes to just creep up a little bit at a time. Now, it's like turn the gain up all the way, keep the bass knob at immediate level just to see the most that it can do and see what happens when you turn up the gain. I just spilled all my water. I am soaked. You can't even see it. You can't even see it. I'm soaked. Hold on. I don't need electronics messing up. No! That is a first. That's what I get for telling you guys to just turn up the gain. All right. Do not get Stream Deck wet. He might need an extra super chat for a new Stream Deck. Should be good. That's why I always keep paper towels, man. You know, I'm going in the night thinking, man, you know what? Life's getting a little bit easier. I'm going to have some fun tonight. Yada, yada, yada. And then I do this. That is a first. Extremo, thank you for tuning on Facebook. Steve Irby, founder and continued leader, man. Talk about just doing what nobody else is doing and still doing it. Still doing it. You know, it's sad to see other companies, you know, sell out or go public and then sell out or switch names like others. And then there's Kicker, you know, just doing literally the same thing since 1973, you know, and making woofers since, you know, the 80s and still owned and, you know, his touch on every product till this day, which is just, it's unheard of. I think that's enough. I'm not really too worried about my shorts. Should be okay. Then there's STK for cleanup. Fun Stream Deck. Fun. Hit the like. Oh, man. I mean, good thing it was just water, right, Jake? Good thing. Good thing. Tastes better now that I have less. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the pennies. And that is a first. I'm almost up to 300 streams. We're at 292. And that's the first time I have ever spilt my drink, let alone on this table. And then during a live show, no pressure, a little. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Jake. You guys are awesome. You gotta kick the like, man. You gotta kick it. Oh, I see Greg over there. Appreciate you tuning in on Facebook. I wish I could donate, but I'm basically dying, and so is my mom. So yeah, I'm hoping for a bass demo from my own car before I die. Man, that is terrible to hear. But thank you. Like, you know, it's not about the money. It's really not. These guys have done so much over the years, and you know, just every single angle of what I do, it keeps the lights on. So thank you guys to do. And, you know, you just commenting, tuning in, that is a motivator in itself to keep doing what I'm doing here. It's not just about the dollar signs. It's really not. But thank you, Craig. And I do hope things get better for you. Just one foot in front of the other. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. But thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight, man. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Extremo again. Steve even donated an autographed OG gold label sub. Where am I? To the raffle at the showdown in Las Vegas. I bought extra tickets for that. Man, the OG gold letter. We didn't get that one. We got one right here. I still need to do a comparison of the OG gold letter and the new gold letter. I got two 15s here, old and new. I just need to get a box from SDK, just the Sawdust King, and something that will work for both of them, even though they do require different enclosures. Two woofers are always going to require a little bit difference in enclosure spec, and I'm going to stick with the sealed because back in the day, that's what they were running. And they'll do good with both, but still, to get some kind of comparison, and, you know, just the power handling alone, but still, man, you know, just how speakers were designed back then, there weren't too many options, you know? It's not like today. There's a lot more just stuff to be able to choose from, but that is awesome to hear. Thank you, Extremo. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. All right, let's see. Sound Doctor, it's all about the love of car audio, baby! That audio change was wild. Audio change. Oh, there's Billy! Billy! Thanks for tuning in, Billy. Oh, man, I need that video clip queued up here. Maybe we'll put it on the stream deck. Thank you for tuning in, Billy. Another worker. If you see him win on one of the Kicking with Andy shows, then you know it's really rigged. But this is the guy that's got kicker comps on the way to be his first system. He's got the subwoofers. He's trying to get that 50% off discount code so he can get a nice kicker amplifier to match with a Comp R loaded kicker enclosure. But thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, keep working harder than Nate. Keep working harder than Nate. I know it's not that hard. Nate's gonna be like, I quit. I quit. CAE, appreciate you. Got me a kicker sub, man. Got a Comp C10. It's a survivor from some sort of flood situation. Play sweet. Have it running free air on the barrel with 20 hertz at about 60 watts. Little guy drops the bass. And that barrel tester, I like how you got that set up. It's like a 55 blue gallon, you know, plastic barrel, and he put subwoofers in it. I seen the Sony Explode in there, but yeah, the kicker we're working there too, man. That's a lot of cubic feet. I don't know how many cubic feet are in 55 gallons. I mean, I think you could do the math, but still, it's a few cubic feet. Either way, thank you for sharing that, CA. Appreciate you, man. Wappenheimer, like the name, is 1200.1 too much on my single 12L7S loaded enclosure. You know, power matching amplifiers to woofers is literally the most common question, but the hardest one to truly answer. And it comes down to your experience and what you're trying to get out of the equipment. If you're trying to get every last drop out of what that subwoofer can do, yes, a 1200.1 is really kind of perfect to get every drop out of it, but then with great power comes great responsibility, so then you have to play it within reason, because you just got more power. Period, point blank, you got more power. You could keep it clean, you can clip it, and if you clip it, it's just even more heat than it is on a matched amplifier for RMS to RMS. That's why a lot of times I tell people, if you're just getting into this, run a smaller amp compared to what the subwoofer can require, because then even if you do clip a little bit, it's not too much heat that the woofer can't handle. So yeah, I think it's a good matchup, but again, a lot of power for that. Thank you for tuning in, Wappenheimer. Appreciate you. Jimmy Dean is here again. Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, I seen your content. This guy does car audio too on YouTube. I built a 1/12 scale listening room tonight in about an hour. It's kind of relaxing, playing with the dollhouse living room with little amps and horn speakers and working on a micro sub. The micro subs are, I wouldn't say that they're, but they're kind of popular right now with like how the B2 came out with their little one. I'm like, I want a little kicker. Steve, you're still watching. I want a little 2-inch like Solo X, like just it's functional. But right, with room acoustics and car audio acoustics, they are the same, but they're different. I mean, obviously you have a large room and you have, 4 walls and like like a ceiling and a floor. Car, you have the same thing, but it's like elongated, and just how waves are, just travel through the vehicle, and you can have your windows go up and down. You're not opening your window in your living room. I mean, you can, but you're not normally doing that. So it is cool to see how all that stuff works. So keep doing your thing, man. And that is pretty cool. Micro subwoofer. I know, even with the B2 sub though, the FS is 89 hertz, so it's not really a subwoofer. But it's still cool. It's got a lot of excursion for what it is, and it's the coolest desk piece. I mean, just to have a little kicker, like that, but like, just flexing, I would love it. I would love it. Cornet, I go from Stillwater to Reno to do a couple installs for a guy, home for a week, then off to New York to build an enclosure and install for John K's Warhorse L7X12s. Cannot wait. And man, you are gonna be busy and exhausted, but you're just doing car audio with no slamology. That's Cornet's traveling plans this year, other than Surf City. We got Surf City too, which I really do want to go to that. That's probably what I am going to do, but that's not till later in August. So got a little bit of time to breathe and just kind of get back on my feet with everything. But man, that is awesome. Heading out to Stillwater. I would believe they would have the Walla Boom kicking for that SQ show, so that would be cool for you to be able to get that. I'm sure they'll let you through the back door, even if they got the front locked. Your Cornet. I mean, just your Cornet. Yeah, that's all you got to say, man. And just getting John set up with his system. There's no better guy to do that. Maybe I can have it running. Oh, there's Kibo. I look over here time to time. There is Kibo. Appreciate you, Kibo, for tuning in. And yes, beer butter is the win. I shaved it down a little bit, and it's like, like beer butter is nice, but when it's real long, oh yeah, you need beer butter, man. I don't want to look like Grizzly Adams. What's going on? AK the Towel. Yo, Andy here. Appreciate you, Andy, for tuning in. Andy says hi. Hello, Andy. And appreciate you guys so much, man. Awesome. Okay, 7.352 cubic feet in 55 gallons. That's crazy. I mean, that makes sense. So Cookie Monster's probably like, I don't know, 80 gallons, 90 gallons, around 10 cubes. I mean, yeah. Makes sense. The math is mathing. That's a lot of cubic feet for a old school gold, or even a Sony Explode. And whenever, I don't know for 100% sure if this is right, but like, when you go past the VAS of the driver, it almost acts like a free air response when it's like more cubic feet than the VAS. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of variables come into play, and then when you're talking ported, that's another variable as well, but still with sealed and stuff. And, 7 cubes on a 12, any 12, I don't care what 12 it is, it's going to act like it's free air. You're going to get a little bit of resonance here and there, but it's pretty much free air. It's pretty much free air. But you know what? Nothing's wrong with a big oversized enclosure like that. You can get some pretty cool responses just because you have a little bit of pressure, but not crazy amount. And even with that VAS, I feel like whenever they measure that stuff, it's with 1 watt 1 meter. How much VAS is it able to fill when it's full excursion? I feel like that changes, and that's why, you know, they are coming out with 100 watt TS parameter testing. I don't know if it's here yet or what. All that explains. And whenever you put it in there, it still might, you know, do something. That 55 gallon barrel, we're just at 12 in it. So there is that. Oh, would you look at that? We got a few coming in here. There is Dolby. Oh, man, I've been waiting to throw this one. Thank you so much, Dubby, for the Explode Bucks. It has been a while, sir, but I appreciate you, man. And thank you for donating while you can. Dubby does all the artwork here. Just look at it. That's all you got to do. Just look at it. Just look at it. Thank you, Dubby, for tuning in. Appreciate you so much. And thank you for the Explode Bucks. You need the Explode Bucks and the pennies. You need both. You really do.
I got pennies.
And you guys are awesome tonight. Thank you so much. And Wade, appreciate all your help in the background with Kicker Club, man. I would not be able to just do it alone. Thank you so much for helping out, keeping Kicker Club clean. Oh, yes. What's up, Andy? And I need to throw on my Ohio Gen shirt. It's been a while. What is up, Wade? Appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight. Happy Friday to all of you guys. Man, you guys are great. Let's see here. Okay, okay, that's why. All right, cool. And yes, we just hit 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. I guess you could probably just see by looking at it. You don't need to have me show you nothing. Yeah, you could just look at it. It probably says it while you're watching. 12,000 subscribers. So thank you guys that have just been here since day one. I know we just hit 10,000, then 11,000 like it was nothing. Already up to 12,000. Full Tilt Boogieing. I finally had a video hit 1 million views, and it was the L7X. Take a look at it. A little short, but still, it hit 1 million views on YouTube. That's a lot. Facebook, we've been done that, but still, it's different. So that's awesome. And just hitting 12,000 subscribers 2 days ago. Thank you guys so much. I've just been here since. Oh, would you look at that? You guys aren't letting me do nothing, but you guys want to see the pennies. Oh, wait, he wants the Scarbucks. Next, Jake is going to want the fries. I don't know if I got the fries here anymore. I know we had some fries. Let's see. Do we still have the fries? Oh, no. Do we have the fries? I know I cut a lot of them out. There's no fries. We don't have fries. The fries are not done. Fries are not done. It's a sad day. Thank you so much, though, Jake. And Scarbucks for the win, man. Scarbucks. Explode Bucks. It's all the same. It's all the same. Let's see. Hoover's Basehead. Appreciate you tuning in. Again, been working overtime to buy more car audio upgrades. Got my first high output alternator on its way. I know now that's where I should have started. And you know, I know a lot of people say that, and I know you feel that now. But again, it is a two-way street. You can have a really good high output alternator, we'll say a 400 amp, and it does like 200 at idle. But if you have no battery in the back of that car, the minute you go over what that alternator can do, you're going to run into problems really fast because your battery just cannot do much of anything. So your voltage is just going to tank. It's going to be sitting at 14.4, like where you're normally charging at, to like 12.6 to like 11 to 10.5 really, really fast. And that's whenever you can do damage to amplifiers or just, you know, a lot of things. So there is that. But right, you know, it takes power to make power. And even if you have all the capacity in the world, all the LTO cells, CMAX, SPIM, whatever, all that stuff, you need something to keep those charged. You know, you're on a limited time. So you do need both, but man, when you have both, it's nice. It's a good feeling. My Instagram link, 10 members, share me next video call, and okay, well, I don't know what that means, but yep, thank you for tuning in. Green Reaper, appreciate you here. Andy, in a Friday, yes, appreciate you hanging out again. Hope you've been well. And Eddie, he is a normal star sender and follower. I appreciate you, Eddie Roman. Man, that is awesome, man. You guys are great. You guys are great. Okay, we got Frank there. I'm behind on that. 10.9 volts. Yeah, down there, down there. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. William just can't stop looking at it, man. You know, that's the thing. Once you start looking at it, you can't stop looking at it. It's a good, bad problem. Thank you for tuning in, Joe Keenan. Hope you've been well, sir. Okay, Extremo says, Andy, did you ever find coverage of the Super Bowl of sound, the huge sound off at Three River Stadium? All the big, yes, back in the day, all the big manufacturers had their tractor trailers and demo vehicles there. Kicker had a booth. Three Rivers, man, that's before 2001. So yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing. I feel like car audio is coming back, but it's coming back in a different way, and I feel like it could come back to that level, but we need to do more. We all need to do more. There needs to be more social presence of it so more people see it. And, you know, you're going to have your positives and your negatives out of that with people. Oh, man, loud bass, they're annoying me. But it just becomes more of a thing where it's like, okay, we got like 1,000 people wanting to have a show in Pittsburgh. Man, we need a place to do it. And, oh, this rich guy says, oh, yeah, sure, man, I'll rent out Heinz Field for you. Well, Acura Stadium now. So, yes, absolutely, man. I've heard about it, but I've never actually seen it. Was that two sets of 99s? It's showing two there. Thank you so much again. Cups with the lids. Cups with the lids. That's what that was. Okay, so that was like an image. I'm going to have to take a look at that. I don't know why that did not come through. Yeah, the emojis are coming through. I see them on the screen here by the rubber ducky. Those do pop up. You put an emoji, they do come up there. That is awesome. Billy says, I'll definitely keep working harder than Nate. Don't worry. Thank you, Billy. Boom goes Billy. Oh, man, I had to say something. I miss Baba. Where's Baba? But, you know, I mean, he's still on the screen there. But Kicker Car, he took over the Green Team gifted memberships. And everybody that has gifted Green Team memberships on the bottom of the screen scrolling, thank you guys so much. And that's why I keep everything on the Streamlabs, because all those widgets, it keeps track of everything. I can't change. I just can't. Carl Brindley, appreciate you. I just put 3 solo Barrick 8 subs with Down for Sound 1200 RMS under the back seat of my 2017 GMC Sierra. They sound amazing. Man, that's awesome, dude. You know, with just the solo Barracks, just L7s, you know, I'm sure it's not the L7X, could be. Even then, you know, you're talking 450 RMS each 8 on a 1200.1. That's kind of perfect. You know, it definitely works. And, you know, just truck builds, you know, I've done a few, but I never had an extended cab or rear seat, so I never got to do that. But you see it all the time. Thank you for tuning in, Carl. More infinite baffle type. Yes, 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 yes. Same thing. Joseph, thank you for tuning in. Hope you've been well. I haven't seen you in a while. Keith, how you been? What's up, brother? Enjoying the vids. Keep the Cookie Monster living loud. Oh, we always keep Cookie kicking, man. There we go. We gotta get a zoom in shot here on Cookie. He's always having fun. He is always kicking it. Him and Johnny kicking back, relaxing. Love you guys. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, ding, ding, ding. Riser done. How did I miss this one?
I got pennies.
Thank you for the pennies and the fries over the years, Jake. And I know you're supposed to be working on something. I know you need to watch the stream, and I appreciate you watching the stream, but I know them boxes need done. Get back in that garage. SDK Enclosures. He's going to hate me for this. If you need an enclosure, you know the man. He's like, no more boxes. No more boxes. But Kibo, what are you doing? You're not even looking at the stream, man. There you go. Hi, Kibo. Thank you, Kibo. 12,000 organic followers and counting. He said it, not me.
I got pennies.
Thank you, Kibo. And yes, slow and natural growth is the way. You know, it really is. I dig deep into analytics, and anytime that you put any kind of, it's like, think of the same concept of building a fire, okay? Do you just put gasoline on it? Is it going to keep the fire burning, or is it just going to burn all your wood and then you have nothing to make a fire with? It burns too hot too fast, and then there's nothing left. So there is that, and yeah, it's cheating. Yeah, you can't do that. Thank you so much, Kibo. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. 40 watching tonight. Only 29 have smashed the like button. I mean, I can put that too far. Smash the like, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate. Oh, no. Soon as he says anything about bots.
I got pennies.
All right, you caught me. AI followed the trail. I have one purchased viewer. He watches all the time, donates here and there. I mean, I had to try it. Thank you, purchased viewer 69. All right, here's Jake. I'm in the garage, and bad Andy. More enclosures to be done, Mr. SDK. Lots of sawdust that needs dusting and putting together, and boxes and kickers, and yes, thank you so much, SDK. I know Kayla, I drove to my parents' house. She was doing a little bit of weed whack, and she loves taking care of lawns and stuff. So she was at my mom's house today, and I go over there, you know, whatever, and I was like, there's no sub in here, because I actually put it in my dad's car, the kicker column Q. And then she's like, well, where'd you put mine at? Like her L7X12. And I'm like, well, the box is in the garage and the sub's up here. I need to put it in. I was testing other things. So she misses the L7X and the SDK enclosure, and it needs to be put in. You know, since I don't have to drive out to Frank's this weekend, I might do that. I mean, man, I miss it. I do. Let's see here, man. You guys are awesome tonight. Thank you for the pennies, the support, just tuning in. You guys are awesome. 32 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. I know 80 of you guys' thumbs are broken, but it's okay. It's all right. Just look at it. Maybe it'll work. CAE, yeah, Andy, anything in the blue barrel acts like infinite baffle and will absolutely play 20 hertz with authority. You know, and that's how I learned with making a windy design, just by building as big as I could. And I'm like, oh, wow, this kind of works. But, yeah, you still have to tune things accordingly. And then that's all it's going to do, man. It's just going to want to play a ton of wasted information. But if that's what you're going for, then that's all that matters, man. All right, let's see here. Kyle, I gotta figure it out. Wade, a 2009 HHR and probably 4 18-inch Solo X. 10,000 watts, so at least 2 320 amps alternators. So, I mean, look at Exo's build, for example. He had 480 amp hours of LTO. Okay. I'm sure like 40,000 watts. And he would deplete that battery in a short amount of time, but he had some playtime demo. You know what I mean? That's a lot of battery, a lot of capacity. But he had one alternator, and that thing was trying all its might to charge that giant bank from dead, and it's just full field the whole time, and that thing's just overheating and just, you know, it's gonna take a long time. So the more input power you can get, the better. You know, even with my amp dyno that's over here, I have 300 amp of power from the wall. You know, we got circuit breaker, and just to have 300 amps, you know, it's about 2,000 watts, you know, AC, pull, efficiency, loss, yada, yada, but 100 amps, right? So 3 of them. and one bank of LTOs. So as soon as I go over that 300 amps of input power, then I start dipping in the LTOs, and then, you know, to stay above 14 volts, it's not going to be for very long with LTOs that have a natural resting at 13.8. So there's always that, and you know, it's hard with those amp dynos, but again, you know, input power is key. You have great voltage until you go over that, and then you dip into the batteries, and then it depends what the batteries are. So, you know, 2 320 amp alternators, that's plenty, man. That's plenty for a lot of systems. You're talking 6-7K clamp continuously with no voltage drop, no battery depletion, and then after that, you're just going into the batteries and seeing how long you can charge for and how long it stays. You know, that's why they just do that. They charge at 15.8. They run really high cells, get more capacity out of it, and when they drop down to 14 volts, then they're dead. And they're like, I got to cool down a little bit. You're a little bit early, Justin. The music has not started yet. Oh man, you know what? I was wondering.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
He's the reason why I spilt my water. He wasn't here. We didn't play the Bobby clip, and it was just bad juju. Bad Bobby, but thank you for tuning in. Miss you, man. Hope you've been well, and looking forward to seeing your eye on the Discord. If you know, you know. Let's see, Dubby Bobby B. If you guys don't know who DIY Audio Guy, aka Justin, is, go check him out on YouTube and keep up the content. I know your comment was great. You wanted to run, or eventually, you know, 8 of those kicker comp Qs, man. The kicker comp Q. Okay, I know a lot of people say about those as well. Oh yeah, it's got low excursion. It's a kicker. You know, when a video goes viral, right? They are a sound quality driver that has excursion. You know, everyone's like, oh, W7 is the best woofer in the world. Have you tried a kicker comp Q? You know, it's in the same league. And man, they are awesome drivers. And I am just tickling one in a not correct enclosure, but it works on low power in that enclosure because port velocity, chuffing, all that fun stuff on 250 watts, and it sounds freaking phenomenal, dude. Like, it digs down deep, and it's in a prefab box in my dad's car on stock electrical, clamping like 150 to 250 watts, and it just sounds good. It sounds good. It's not just bass. Like, it sounds good, and it's just the type of driver, you know. Of course, you know, the enclosure in the vehicle have a lot of things to do with it as well, but you know, your starting point is better. So, awesome driver, man. I mean, it's not going to be the Down for Sound DVX or anything like that, or other stuff that you tried, but I feel like it's right up your alley, Justin. Hello from Alaska. Man, they got reception up there. That is awesome. Thank you, Z Lagees. Like Magoo. Appreciate you, Z, for tuning in all the way from Alaska. And, man, that is awesome. That is awesome. What's crazy about Alaska, you know, you have like just months of daytime and months of nighttime in certain spots. It's just, that's crazy. I love the night, so I would just be up for 4 months straight. Let's see. It'd be a good thing. The birds would never be chirping in the morning, you know? Makes it worse. Kyle, just gonna send it, and when in doubt, just send it. For sure, I won't be on Discord tonight, though. Had a long few days leading up to my 3 weeks away from home. Preparation, and it's okay, Cornut. Love you, man. And Cornut was actually helping me after the show. I went live on my second channel. I'm doing some stuff, so thank you, Cornut, for being there, man. Hello, I'm gonna miss you on the Discord. Take care of yourself, Cornut. Kicker Comp Q is phenomenal, man. I had to try it. You know, supposedly the Kicker Comp 10Q is Steve Irby's favorite driver, and I almost bought the 10 because of that, but the 12 close enough, you know. And yeah, it's that good. It's that good, you know. It's just, it's not this high power handling L7X, and you know, but it has the trade, like the capabilities of like an L7S, but it is geared in a different way. It is geared in a different way, and you can tell that, like, I've been playing with the little Kicker comp box when you go on kicker.com, okay? When you go on kicker.com, you see your loaded enclosures, okay? I have it in one of these. I have, or no, not this. Yeah, it is this one, but it's a single set. I have this box right here, which is actually a phenomenal little prefab, if you want to call it that, with a little 4-inch air port. And obviously I had the kicker in there. I had, some other things, but I put the kicker comp Q in there and on the same amount of power because the kicker comp, the entry level, could only handle what the comp Q is receiving right now. And it sounds amazing. It sounds really good. Like it sounds deeper. Like the bass just has this sound to it. Like you could just tell it's a better driver. Obviously it should. It's the entry level to the top tier. But even in an enclosure that's not perfect for it whatsoever. And then you put more power to it in a better enclosure, that thing's really going to sing. So yeah, it's that good, man. It is really that cute. It's living loud with Andy. It's hard to miss. It's hard to miss. Thank you, Bew. Appreciate you. Dubby makes all the artwork. And yeah, we actually have kicker font for the Living Loud. It's 100% legit, man. Thank you, Bew. And if you ever want any Living Loud with Andy swag, livingloud.tv. Just check it out there and you'll find it. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Rob Payne, gold letter or comp R? What are your thoughts on both, man? This is a amazing question, but a tough one. Just because I know they have a lot of similarities, but I feel like when you buy the kicker comp gold, you are buying it for the look. You are. And there are some differences, but they're pretty minute. Now, both have forced air cooling. FSs are around the same, and total Qs are pretty close to being the same. The efficiency is pretty much the same. The excursion, I think, is more on the gold. So that's what it says. And I feel like that difference right there, with a longer winding height of the coil, it's just going to make it sound different. It's going to be a different driver. They're not identical to a T, but, if you put one in one box, one in the other, and just played some bass, it'd be hard to tell the difference. They're that close. I mean, they are. I mean, power handling and a lot of stuff, man. It's really hard to hear a difference in sound at low frequencies until you're like 2-3 dBs away from the other one. Then you're like, yeah, I can tell a huge difference between the two. Or if you're looking for nuances in the type of tone that it's making, not the output, then it's just, you're pulling straws, and the guy beside you is like, I don't hear a difference, but you being a bass head can. And we're crazy. We are crazy. But hey, that's why we do what we do. Thank you, Rob Payne. Hope you've been well. Appreciate you tuning in. CAE says, yeah, I ran 2 Q class kicker 12s in a loaded box a couple years ago. Was very happy with the sound. I think I had them on a 1000 watt Memphis amp. Man, they don't need that much power either. I mean, even, you got 2000 watts RMS for 212s there, but, only putting it on 1000 watts, but I'm doing like the same thing. And I got a Kicker DX 250.1 on it, but it's 2 ohm stable. And of course I have it at 1. So I'm getting all 200 watts out of it. And, it's like the same thing as running like 500 watt RMS amp on it. And it's working in that enclosure. It's working for that driver. And, that's the greatest thing about kicker subs. People are like, oh, they can't handle power. Well, you're just overpowering it and you can get like the same output. It's just kind of physics stuff. It's fun. It really is. Thank you, CAE. Appreciate you. That's one of the best ports, Andy. And port differences, man, that could be a topic too, but I just don't know enough about it. But, just the shapes. You got circle arrow port, slot port, square port, and from my understanding and, just what makes sense is everybody loves the arrow ports because of the shape, and they're easier to just slide in rather than building one out of, wood and using, like just, all right, I'm going to use this bottom part of the box and the side part of the box and the top, and then put a piece of wood in there, or I'm going to build it on, the sides and the top, or it's just going to be its own thing with all 4 sides. It's a little bit easier just throwing an arrow port in there, but then you're limited on size. You're either 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 inches, 12 inches, 15, etc. With just fluid dynamics of how the sound wave is traveling through that. And more than just that is where it's traveling through it and the pressure zones. And the arrow ports are great just because right around here, you know, in the middle, you're going to have the least amount of pressure. And then on the outside, you're going to have a little bit more. With a square, you're going to have 4 pressures in the corner, but nice and centered in the middle, you know, the least amount right in the center. Just kind of like the Aeroport, but it's got some corners. But then you talk slot in like a rectangle, real skinny, like 1 inch by like 15 inches. You know, that's what most prefabs usually come with. And like the port area makes sense. But then you got this just really, 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 really skinny area of like the least amount of resistance, but all the way 15 inches up. Your port's only 1 inch wide. So then you just got a lot more. I don't know. I just feel like square is the way to go. And that's what Kicker even recommends whenever you use the Kicker app and designing them. They're like just square port, 7x7. It's literally the best. Might not be the easiest for your setup, depending the layout of the woofer, the box, the enclosure, all that fun stuff. So. Yeah, it's a good box. It really is, man. It really is. Let's see. 3 dB is twice the SPL. You know, and that's the thing. Is it twice as loud? Really, is 10 dB to be twice as loud or whatever? And the noticeable difference and how our ears hear, you know, like, oh man, 150 dBs, you should be deaf. Yeah, that's at 4,000 hertz, not 40 hertz. 40 hertz, your ears barely pick up, and that's why you can listen to 160 dB and it just doesn't make you go deaf right away, you know? So there is that, and just, you know, the tuning of your ear, it's an Aeroport too. It really is. It's not going to let those frequencies in. It's not going to become a Helmholtz resonator or whatever it's called. Port, you know, it's just not going to let those frequencies in as easily, and there's going to be more resistance, and that's why you just don't hear those things as well compared to 2 to 4,000 hertz, because it's a tuning. Your ear is a port, and just like the port letting the wave out of your box, your ear's letting it into your eardrum, the easiest rate around there, and it just happens to be the same frequency that we talk in. Now, I know some guys, they're going to say I play way below 40 hertz. Okay, I don't. I'm way above 4,000 hertz. Way above 4,000 hertz. All right, let's see. Any more questions here? Andy, I talked to Bubba, no Warhorse or Solo X8 in his future. That's it. I know he was waiting a long time for those L7 X8s for his truck. And, I mean, he's got his Bobby Gately subs. He's got his amps. I mean, he's still basing on, man. He is still basing on. They pound. Rob, thank you, Andy. I very much appreciate, or much value your opinion. Love my Living Loud with Andy. Thank you, buddy. Love you, too. Take care and hope all is well. Doing better each day at a time. I feel like tonight was a nice little recoup Tuesday. I'm like, oh, no, I dropped the ball. Gave it to the other team. Tonight was fun. Thank you for being here, man. Loving that wordplay. Thank you, Cornut. Great thing about cylindrical ports is that you can easily change the length. You can play with tuning to find out what you like best. You know, and I thought about that too. You know, obviously the Aeroports, the BAP, adjustable, that's what I have. And whenever you change it from like 22 inches, like usually the longest they give it, you can add more. I know Seth had it up to like 36 inches and it was windy for his build. But if you're changing from like 22 to like 12 inches long, you're only going down by like 2 or 3 hertz, depending the box, of course, because you know how much space you're taking up and you're changing everything. While you're changing that, while you make that port shorter, you're making the box bigger. When you make the port longer, you're making the box smaller. So then, you know, it kind of hurts of trying to tune lower because then you're making the box smaller. So what a lot of guys do, and especially SPL, they have the port on the outside. One, it's just, you know, one less thing it has to hit, go around, and you know, it's the port's not inside the box, on the outside. So then when you're adjusting just the outside of the port, you're not making the box bigger and smaller as you're doing that. So then when you make those adjustments, they are greater. But right, you can do the same thing with the slot port too. You know, sliding a piece of wood in, the length of the port. Now, if it wraps around, it might be a little bit harder, but it's cool to test with both. But I do like that. I do. Thank you, Jason, for tuning in. Play It and Live It is back again. Back then, I have 2 Comp VR12s in a ready-made box on 1600 watt Hyphonics, tearing down the neighborhood. Man, those CVRs, everybody swears by them. They were kicking, man. They were kicking, and that's all you needed back then. Now it's like, oh man, I need a 8K. I need 2 Warhorses on a Solo X. You know, it's kind of crazy. Oh man, thank you for tuning in, man. Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. Bobby B, thank you, Garrick, for being here. Love you, man. And why rebase music hits the factory system better? Good question. You know, I would say Nate and Billy are both newer bass heads, and I'm like, listen, if you need some rebase music, I got you. This stuff's great. But right, it can make anything sound like it's got more bass. And whenever you're playing like rebase, they do a lot of cuts on like the higher frequencies above 80 hertz because they're eliminating the original bass tracks to make their own. So one, you know, you have that and it's dedicated 30, 40, 50, 20 hertz, whatever the range is, straight bass, you know, with less breaks. And whenever you make a song in a recording studio, you know, your number one thing is not, man, I hope this bangs on somebody's system. Okay, maybe Wiz Khalifa, Lil Wayne, you know, certain ones back in the day, like, yeah, they were trying to make music slap. But again, you know, it's not this just emphasize, well, maybe, okay, a Millie, yeah, that had a lot of bass. But you get what I'm saying. Their main idea is not just bass. So whenever you make a song, it's your main idea is about bass. It's gonna sound better, and that is the beauty of rebase, man. What's going on, TJ? How you been? Hope you been well, man. I will see you on the Discord. How are the fish? How are the fish? All right, cool. And I think we will end it on there. I love you guys. I will see you Tuesday on the Unmasked After Show. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday for Kicker Unmasked. Enter their giveaway at kicker.com/UM Weekly. Love you guys for tuning in, hanging out with me tonight. Had to put the blue shirt on. I was feeling blue today. But I hope your weekend is not blue. And, all right, that's about all I got. Love you guys. And as always, stay living loud. It's flexing. That Friday track is from none other than CAE. I'll get it to you. Here comes the train. Chugga, 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 chugga. Boop, boop. Who's that in the bushes? What is that, a deer? No, it's Cornut! CAE says gonna let Dubby have it. Oh no, what did Dubby do? Wait, this camera came disconnected? What the heck? Stuff is breaking. Oh, it's because Cornut in the background there. He's pulling wires. He said, I'm taking it with a $5 super chat. Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You gotta look at it this way, okay? You just gotta look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
And we dance. Love you guys. See you on the Discord. Oh no, CAE! CAE! CAE!
We don't want you to blow it up. So turn the game down, Andy.
And then comes Kibo with a 20! I almost knocked my cup of water over. Good thing there's nothing left. Thank you, Kibo. Love you guys. Stay living loud. Oh! No! No! What? What? Thank you, SDK. 12K is a milestone many try for, but don't have the follow through to get there. Hope you make this channel huge. Love you too, bro. Thank you, SDK. Thank you, Kibo. Thank you, CAE and Cornut. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. I guess Jake stole that one, huh? Love you. Bye.